No, listen, I agree. So you were pumped. You never got any nervous at all with the Georgia Tech game. You never expected to come back. You just thought we had it. That made me nervous. I didn't know what was going on. Now listen. No, listen, I appreciate the call. Listen, Steve, you want to address that before we move on to the subjects for those of you who said they're just sick of seeing the Patriots.
No, I mean that's fair. Yeah, if you're just tired of watching him, until he retires, you better get used to it, though.
I know.
Which he may. I think he needs to win this one and then go out the same way you came in, beating the Rams. You beat the Rams when you came in, beat the Rams going out.
So you think it's a done deal?
Just be done. Oh, I know, absolutely not. But I think that's what you should do.
No, it's a done deal as far as the game.
No,
you're not ready to jump off.
No, it's a Super Bowl. It's never a done deal. No, absolutely not.
There was a moment where you were looking at C.J. Anderson and you were happy for him.
No, not at all. But I like the Rams. Like I don't dislike the Rams, even though they beat the Cowboys. Like I feel like they're a good team. Like, well coached, play hard. Yeah. I like Aaron Donald. Like I'm a fan.
So, people, I hope you didn't. Listen, if you're not at work, or if you are at work, do me a favor. Go to your boss, or go to your maintenance crew, and thank them. Thank them. Because you're not in the hospital because you didn't slide on your sidewalks and your concretes. Now, people, you know I love my university. You know I love the maintenance crew. They are the number ones. But if they took today off and did not come in, the spots outside are treacherous. And I don't know if you know this, people, but when sidewalks are treacherous, your boy Maven has a tough time getting through it. And let me tell you, there's one person you don't want in the world helping you with treacherous terrain. It's Steve Rubbage. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen, when he tells you about not helping his 2-month-old baby roll over onto his stomach or off his stomach, he's telling the truth. He's absolutely no help at all. Somebody, if you're in the vicinity of Cardinal Town, please come salt the big sidewalk.
Phil Baker was supposed to do it.
I'm not calling Phil Baker. I'm not bringing Phil Baker into this conversation. See, now you're going to make people think Phil Baker's neglecting his job or something. I'm sure he placed a call or something to help me out, but goodness gracious, that's dangerous terrain back there. And speaking of dangerous terrain, let me say this right now.
It's not like this. First off, it is dangerous. It can be, but I mean, you're acting like we do the station on top of Everest. I mean, it's not like you're climbing.
That is pretty funny. I want to start I want to start making comeback jokes and stuff like that. Like I got all these zingers to throw out.
It's completely flat ground that you've got to go about 10 feet on.
But that 10 feet, it was icy. It might as well be tricky.
I agree with that. It was icy.
Point being, speaking of rough terrain, I'm sure, Steve, you saw it on your drive. I saw it on my drive. You and I kind of have a tick that every time we see these cars that hadn't had the best of luck on the roads, we say, built at Scorns and Sons Collision Center. Like we say it, and sometimes we say it kind of snarkily, like, yeah, you were just probably going a little fast and kind of slid up. No, listen, people, they are the only business that can handle you ASAP right now.
Yes.
Like they're prepared for you to make that call. You know, if you had any, slide offs, if you need to get things realigned or readjusted, or just get a I had the word right on my tongue and I lost it. Just get an estimate. Do that, Bill at Scorns and Sons Collision Center. So, Steve,
yes,
more about Louisville, more about Georgia Tech.
Anytime it's a beat down like that, I think it's a healthy dose of the two. I mean, you rarely have 20, 30-point wins where one team or both teams are just playing really well.
I made a statement. And now you have to. We're gonna have this debate on air like we had it off the air.
Okay.
Even with their 3 players, you still win by +20.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Louisville's playing really well, man.
That's why when you say that, I say you're missing a point guard who's not stopping Jordan Nwora, who's not stopping Dwayne Sutton, who's not stopping Malik Williams.
Yeah.
He doesn't matter. Like, he wasn't going to affect it. They may put up a couple more points, but just go ahead.
But you may. Because sometimes, they may score a few more, but a lot of times, okay, if you say they do got one guard that can get to the bucket and kind of score in trash time. You get there quick, you score, you get the ball out, you go score 2. So you may have scored 90 or 100. And they may have scored, 60 or 70.
Right. Yeah, so I wanted to start that conversation by just announcing that I was proud of the preparation. Actually, I'll take a step. The Coach Mack press conference, which we will force you to listen to at some point, it's a very short one, so you'll be good to go. The Coach Mack press conference, he was sheepish. He had a sheepish cat that ate the canary look on his face when he was asked about the fans traveling. Right?
Yeah.
Let me say this, people. If you ever bought someone a gift for Christmas and you saw a look of total and utter appreciation, like something they never saw coming, something you knew they wanted, and they didn't know you knew they wanted, just how did you know this is what I needed in my life? Like, if you've ever gotten that gift, if you go to YouTube, actually I'll put it on the YouTube channel a little later on. If you go and look at Coach Mack's grin when they said the crowd was awesome, he talked about during the announcements, during the lineups, talking about how loud the crowd was. I mean, that just gave you a home court advantage in Georgia Tech to start the game. Yeah, he was really, really pumped. So I did want to make sure I acknowledge he was truly appreciative, and again, that's why I came to Louisville. Yeah, that was validation of any doubt. Maybe I should say, hey, maybe I got more to build in the gym here.
Yeah, maybe so. But when you go down to Atlanta and you have a game like that, where it is, it was noticeable on the TV.
Right.
You don't know where they're. If you shut your eyes, you don't know where they're at.
Right. So he was pumped about that. So added that to the start of the game, boy, did they look locked in. They
did from the jump. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And it's really, if you ever watch basketball watch the crowd, watch the bench, watch the opponent. The first half is always the best time to watch the opponent's crowd, right? And watch, listen, if you have DVR and you see the guy hit a big shot, what you should do is you should rewind it and you should look at their coach. Look at their coach, look at the bench, and look at the first 7 rows behind the bench, right?
Yes.
Jordan Nwora hits the shot, coach, their coach screaming, go, get out the rim, go, Maybe somebody else gets to the basket, hits another shot, coach does that stomp, right?
Yeah.
Jordan Nwora, Malik Williams run a 2-man game. Malik Williams steps out, calling for the ball. Jordan gives it to him. From NBA 3-point range, Malik Williams at 6'11" just drains the 3-pointer, and it looks comfortable, calm, cool, collected. And I could just see row after row after row start looking at each other. And that look wasn't, what are our guys doing? If I run a 2-man game, do you know what a 6'8" and a 6'10" 2-man game, a pick and roll looks like in front of a bench? Are people sitting down, your coach is 5'11", and the crowd, all of them see how tall this guy is up front? You do that early in the game, they're looking at each other like, boy, these boys are good.
Yeah.
You listen to the commentator, he sounds worse than middays with Marcus Maven going, ooh, 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 ooh. The commentators are on air doing ESPN games going, ooh.
I know.
Right?
No, absolutely.
Like you heard tons of that, like during the game. They came absolutely ready.
Well, first, before we even take a step that far, I want to say kudos to them for being able to get ready to play, then have the stoppage at the end of the game, and still had the intensity and the focus to come out and do what they did.
Right.
But aesthetically, Saturday, just macro, it was impressive, man. I mean, to watch. I mean, when you watched I was watching when we had this conversation, and let me preface this by saying, watching Duke and Virginia, I watched basketball pretty much all day other than taking a break to go to my son's archery tournament and the basketball game. Outside of that, I watched basketball all day. That game was played at a higher level than anything else I saw play. Now, granted, they're playing each other. So, Tennessee's playing Alabama. They're not going to play at that high level. I understand that. But
they were ready to kill each other for the win.
Yeah, I love
Duke and Virginia were literally ready to kill each other for every basket.
That was a fun game as just a basketball fan to watch. Yeah,
as an athlete who competes.
But so I wanted to preface that for when I make this next statement. I'm on the phone with you and we're talking, and I'm saying, and the game's on. Virginia Duke was on, and I'm saying aesthetically today, you watch two big men. 6'11", 6'10", step out and bury shots from well behind the three-point line. I'm watching Duke and Virginia. I don't know that either one of them have one big man that can do that. Like, I mean, you understand what I'm saying?
Boy, can they get position in the paint.
100%. 100%.
Boy, they play physical.
That's what I say. I mean, I'm not trying to compare the two, but my point is, you have
a style on the right night that can bust anybody.
Yeah, you have tools in the toolbox. The best teams in the country. Does Tennessee have a big man that can do that? You think Grant Williams, and you think those guys are stepping out, burying shots from that deep?
Schofield.
Now, Schofield's a guard, though. I mean, 6'5".
I think he's about 6'7".
No, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, there's no way. Like, Louisville aesthetically against Georgia Tech looked amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, running. Ryan McMahon blocks a shot, makes one pass to Cunningham, who throws a one-handed alley-oop to Malik Williams, running the court. Jordan is one dribble, step back, three, buries. Jordan's beating Georgia Tech at halftime by 6, 5.
Individually.
Dwayne Sutton the other day had 5 points. And that's not a knock on Dwayne. Like, Dwayne was good. What, 5 and 8? 5 and 8, Like, I mean, and Dwayne's one of your guys. Dwayne, go for 20 if he wants to.
What did Christian have? 10 assists?
11
assists, 0 turnovers.
No turnovers.
Never missed a chance to shout out Tony Williams, who held that stat beforehand. Yeah, I heard they were arguing about that earlier, but
that's funny. I mean, like, that's incredible. Like, they looked like just a well-oiled machine watching that team play. And for the first time, you said,
maybe this is more of that team than the inconsistent team.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, you always get nervous when when a team is just good shooters. Like, believing in a team that can win because they have good shooters is hard to do on a consistent basis.
No, it wasn't Saturday.
No, I know. Like, they were getting good shots. They were working the ball to get good looks and good shots. And Admiral and Grant, both first rounders, I think. That's what that says. Woo. But yeah, point being, from what I saw, that style of play could work against anybody.
Yeah.
Again.
And I know that they're like, that was the point. I thought I apparently prefaced it. It just means nothing. Just throw it out the window.
Listen, is there any more frustrating than the gotcha?
I think Malik and Enoch are just better than anybody in Tennessee.
Right.
That's not what I'm obviously not.
Like I get into the back and forth on Facebook about saying Louisville's going to have back-to-back ACC Player of the Week. Right? Brian, I make this post, this general post.
Hey, Brian.
I say Louisville is going to have back-to-back ACC Players of the Week. Dwayne Sutton is the reigning. Jordan Wara has went off, right? Guy jumps on one of my posts. Zion Williamson! Because I put bucket, right? And I could tell by the energy in that post that he was dead serious. Like, hey, it's blasphemy. Louisville can't have two ACC players. Zion had 62, 19, and 3 in the 2 games. Yeah, and they got one other thing. A loss. Guess who didn't get a loss? Right? But here's the thing. Like with Steve's frustration, like even if I'm wrong, I can't wait for a guy to say, I told you, Zion Williamson is better than Jordan Wara. So shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You got me.
I think Zion might be a little more effective at the moment than Jordan Wara. So if I say I can deal with Jordan Wara and Zion Williamson out on the same court together. Hey, did you hear what he said? He said Zion Williamson and Jordan Wara can be on the same court together.
Basically the same player. That's what he's saying.
Only Jordan's taller and better offense. Don't start doing that, right? Is that one of them? Just you get to go down the road by yourself, Marcus?
No, because when you say that, is what aggravates me is you say that, and I'm like, yeah, they can't shoot better. Listen. If there's any way to stop that bully move, yeah,
that Zion goes right, which I don't think there is, but
yeah, I don't either. I watched him dunk a man's arm this weekend.
But
awesome.
But in a 3-dribble game of knockout, 2 dribble, who wins, Jordan or Zion?
Be close.
Most people, just so people know what I'm saying,
yeah,
when you play knockout with your teammates, knockout is one-on-one, not knockout like the traditional. One-on-one basketball, you do 2 or 3 dribbles. Because in basketball, you don't get to pound the rock and then dribble all around with the open space. So it's 2 or 3 dribbles. 2 dribble, jabs, steps, first steps, second and third. Who wins one-on-one?
Probably Jordan. And you also need to explain to people, too, when you play that game, you don't get to miss a shot, run up and grab it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I think when you
one shot, 1 kill.
Yeah.
Which is going to be the rest of the team's responsibility to rebound.
Yeah.
How tall is Zion Williams?
6'6", maybe.
How tall is Jordan Wara?
About 6'8".
If you can, and you know this, add this to. I know, Steve. I know. You start willing those thoughts in, man, and you're just like, listen, on the basketball floor, if I pack it in on Zion Williamson, which I know some teams do and try to do,
yeah,
and give up some things, but
couple weeks.
Listen, Texter, you hit exactly what I was getting ready to say. Yeah, you noticed Dwayne Sutton, Malik Williams, and Jordan Wara have all gotten drive penetration charges in the last games.
Yeah,
in the last 2 games.
Yeah,
they have read the first step.
Actually, I'm saying yes, but I'm saying yes as you're saying it.
Right, you're thinking about Melissa.
Yeah,
Malik has drawn 2 charges.
Yeah.
Dwayne Sutton has drawn 2. Listen, Kristen Cunningham, they are starting to be able to read guys who lower their shoulders.
Yeah.
Catching people lowering their shoulders. You give them space, and the way that Louisville plays defense without that pressure, it makes you better at drawing charges.
Yeah.
Which might make you really set up for these teams at the top tier.
Or you just get absolutely obliterated.
Because when you fall and the worst thing in the world is when Zion lowers his shoulder and they don't call you.
Yeah. Oh my! Did you see him hit that dude from Syracuse?
You know I did.
Poor little white kid just went flying. I was like, come on, dude.
The one criticism of Georgia Tech game, Perry failed to hit McMahon a few times, and McMahon was wide open. I hope it isn't friction. No,
I don't think so. But I do know what people are saying with that. McMahon was open a lot. Didn't get the ball in, like to the point where even Phil Baker in the back, we were joking around when we come in. He was like, somebody said, "Did Ryan make everybody mad?" I was like, that is true. He was like they really almost. It felt like they were freezing him out. I know that. I don't believe they were. Of course, I'm not.
I've talked about this 1,000 times. You're up the way you're up on the night.
It's
not your night.
That's what I kind of felt like.
Like Dwayne Sutton is a beautiful human being.
Yes.
Because Dwayne Sutton is this game is not the game that his average is supposed to drop below 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get out here and we start winning. Now y'all want to turn into Marcus Raven.
Yeah, because right. Let me say this. I've said this on the show before. Ryan's at his best and most valuable when Ryan can take a close lead, and make it a big lead. Now, when you're up 2 and you get that ball and you see Ryan over there as a player, you're like, oh, yeah. Like, dude, knock this.
But when you're up 16,
sorry, dude, I don't have time to watch you shoot 3.
that is horrible.
Yeah, cool.
But listen,
you got a block. What do you want? What else you want?
No, we're gonna open up.
There's no friction.
And Darius is at home. Darius is in Georgia. Darius probably got 1,000 people.
He's trying to figure himself out.
He's trying to figure himself out. BJ's still trying to figure himself out.
Yeah, I feel good where we're at.
I know. With those two just trying to still figure it out.
Yeah, and we I don't know if we'll do it today. Probably not, but over the next couple days, I'm talking to the fans. We got to make sure, man. Hey,
oh my God,
we can't play no games Thursday.
We might as well put it out there now. I mean, after the break.
Yeah,
it's gonna be bad. Middays with Marcus Baby 8150 93.9 is the number on 93.9 the Ville. Yeah, we can just slow talk instead of tell stories, tell long versions of points. Yeah, it's not the damn thing out here. Yeah.
Your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
We are right in the heart of winter, which means you're about to find out how many beats your heating system has left in it. Hey, whether it just needs to be serviced or you need a brand new system, DFH Company is the place to call. This month, buy a complete Train system and get 6-month special financing, plus your choice of a whole house humidifier or air cleaner. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company. So call today, 968-6222, or visit dfhcompany.com for full details.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not, I repeat, do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at BODY, or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
The greatest benefit we offer our customers is clearly the Genesis Diamonds best price guarantee.
That's Genesis Diamonds Vice President Wendy Canavan making a very bold and strong statement about price. Wendy, explain the best price guarantee.
It's very simple. We buy so well and price so low that we can make this statement. If we can't sell our GIA certified diamond for less than our competition, we will just give you our diamond for free.
That's any jewelry store in Kentuckiana. So drive around, get your best price, then let Wendy and her team show you real value.
Because we go overseas to buy our diamonds direct from the world's finest diamond cutters, we can provide the absolute lowest price on GIA certified diamonds anywhere in Kentuckiana.
They're putting their money where their mouth is.
Who else but Genesis Diamonds can make a statement like that?
Genesis Diamonds, with a selection up to 40 times ordinary jewelry stores. Hand-picked GIA certified diamonds in all shapes and sizes with no middleman markups.
We are direct diamond importers. Diamonds are our specialty.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Chances are you've recently talked about it or thought about it or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hall. The Sports Center update brought to you by Great Flood Brewing Company. Louisville made and brewer owned. The Louisville men's basketball team improved to 13-5 on the year with a 79-51 win over Georgia Tech on Saturday. The Cards were again led by Jordan Wara, who had 25 points and 8 rebounds. Malik Williams had 13 points and 5 rebounds, and Stephen Enoch had 15 points and 6 rebounds. Coach Mack spoke after the game about the performance.
I was really pleased with our guys' readiness to play. I think, we're coaching college guys, and they see on Twitter that 3 players aren't playing, and, you never know what they're thinking. And so for our team to have the maturity to come out in the first half and really rely on our defense and play hard and be ready to play, that was the biggest thing we talked about.
Up next for the Cards is North Carolina State on Thursday at 8 p.m. at the KFC Yum Center. The number 4 ranked Louisville women's basketball team improved to 17-1 on the year with a 73-49 win over Wake Forest. The Cards were led by Erica Carter with 12 points and 4 assists, and Jasmine Jones, who had 8 points and 8 rebounds. Up next for the Cards is Florida State on Thursday at 7 p.m. in Tallahassee. The Louisville football team received a commitment out of the state of Georgia over the weekend, and it comes from 3-star linebacker Alan Smith, who was formerly committed to North Carolina. He also had offers from Iowa State, Cincinnati, Maryland, Nebraska, Oregon, and Syracuse. And yesterday in the NFL playoffs in the NFC Championship, the Los Angeles Rams pulled off the win against the New Orleans Saints 26-23 in overtime. In the AFC Championship, the New England Patriots beat the Kansas City Chiefs 37-31, also in overtime, now setting up a Super Bowl of the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maven is next. This is SportsCenter.
Hi, this is Scott Davenport. I'm the head basketball coach at Bellarmine University, and I want to invite you to join me every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville, talking sports. all sports, all levels. Football, basketball, baseball, thoroughbred racing, golf, you name it, everything's on the table. This show is about you and your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it.
Monday evenings from 7 to 8 on 93.9 The Ville. Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
Joining us now, he is...
Mother-in-law's got a roast and chicken tenders and potatoes. Throw down.
Roast.
Yeah. Potatoes, chicken tenders.
Roast is especially and
brownies.
Yeah.
Yeah, do roast.
Already. Welcome back. It's midday with Marcus Baby. We need to 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. People, before I go any further, I wanted to purposely wait till the 11 o'clock hour so I can get all of my little thoughts out. Freudian.
What?
Applebee's. For those of you who came out, thank you so much. I was worried, Steve. I thought everybody was going to be scared of the weather. I thought everybody was going to be scared to just come out. Man, they packed it in.
I know.
Not only did they pack it in, Steve, they muscled out the UK Auburn.
That's what hurt, man.
Ooh.
Look, of course, speaking of the weather, I get that thing, okay, the why they've kind of changed the games around. Now my son's playing at 3. I'm like, all right, I'll go at 3, and then, I'll get home, and I may ride up there.
Surprising number of people wanted to meet Steve Rubbish, too.
I know. You know how it is. You're like,
did you just say, I know, Steve?
Yeah.
You were saying, like, I know, I'm sorry. Like,
yeah.
I know.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I figured people would be waiting in line.
Right.
No. But, yeah, I mean, of course, you like, all right, well, when the game's over, game be over 4, maybe I'll just take off up there. Of course, I go straight home. Maybe I'll go at halftime. I'm not going at halftime. So, yeah, I feel terrible.
No, listen, don't feel terrible because everybody was satisfied.
Yeah.
Except our one resident Auburn fan. He was hurt.
I know.
He was hurt.
I was wondering if he was going to be there.
Yeah,
last week he had the Auburn sweater on. Yeah, actually, never come back.
Right.
Well, and that is another thing. Once Louisville is up 10 early, you're like, if I go.
Oh, it's so funny you said that. We all had the council meeting at Applebee's. It was like, dude, if Steve shows up, we're gonna have to talk about this.
I know. I know. It's like, and then you're the guy that everybody's like, girl.
Yeah, no, they just look at you at first, like, oh,
no.
Your momentum swinging.
Have you ever saw Celtic Pride?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
The guy that they're like, he's the unlucky dude, and then like he gets thrown out. He's like, ah! He got his hands up, and they're throwing hot dogs.
Speaking of unlucky dude,
yeah,
Drake, is that real? Drake.
Oh, with all the teams.
Did he really do that?
You know who Drake is.
Did he really? He put on a shirt with the Chiefs, the Patriots, New Orleans. Did he really do that? That was ridiculous. Point being,
actually, that's one of the funny. That's actually one of the things he's done.
I don't think
it's actually okay.
I don't think
you're owning the fact that you just bandwagon.
Is that what you think that was?
You're just owning it.
I think that was. It hurts his feelings to be known as a jinx. So he just, what about you? I mean, your bandwagon, and then
and that's true too.
Like I felt like he was just being.
That could be it too. I don't like him. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. You just don't like him.
Yeah.
But that's a good nickname.
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It was not good, and I hate it. I did hate that. I hated that such good days of football were going to get overshadowed by the officiating now. You know, it's like, man, because like there was really good football being played yesterday. I have answers. Yeah.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah, I mean,
would you want an apology for a ref a week later?
It kind of, I don't know. I mean, Louisville's been through this, especially in football. The UConn fair catch, they had a written apology from the Big East. The game against West Virginia where they lost in 3 overtimes. The first time we played West Virginia, there was a offsides on the onside kick, right? That they basically. I mean, so Louisville's been here. I don't want to say it made me feel better. It at least made me feel like you owned up to your mistake. I mean, which they don't do. Well, the problem is the NFL knows that moment. Okay, think about this. I'm backing up from the table here. That moment.
He's on Facebook Live and YouTube channel.
The play happens. As this referee now, this is the magnitude of this moment. This referee now is deciding who goes to the Super Bowl. Do I pull the flag? If I pull the flag, the Saints go to the Super Bowl. If I don't pull the flag, who knows? I give the Rams another chance. So I don't say he's fully deciding, but yeah. Well, I like that, but I mean that was.
And that was a helmet to helmet and a pass interference.
Yeah. So that's my problem.
That was egregious.
If I that much power when you mess that up, because like I said, you just took.
Does he get suspended for that call? For that no call?
I don't know that he gets suspended, but I wouldn't suspend him.
From the commissioner.
No, I would suspend him for that call, but you don't get. It's going to be a couple years before you call an NFC championship or a Super Bowl again. Yeah, no, absolutely. There should have been a call, man. I mean, and there's other calls yesterday I thought was really good. The Edelman ball that went over him, I thought that was a good call because I didn't think they were going to have the guts to overturn that
into a catch.
No. The punt that Edelman went up and it bounces over him. They called it a touch, and I didn't think they were going to have enough nerve to overturn it. The ball didn't touch it.
With New England?
Yeah, the ball didn't touch it. Now, I don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, good for New England. Because, I mean, the roughing the passer call was about as bad as I've ever saw in a call. So, and that was terrible. But, I mean, so there's big moments like that. And I just feel like that in that moment, I mean, I'm uncomfortable when that call doesn't get made, when it literally changes the course of history. Because you pull that flag like you should have. We're talking today, Breeze versus Brady. Kamara's a storyline today. You're getting in there. We're going Teddy.
I don't know, man. You're right.
It changed history. Now you get and the Rams were deserving. Don't get me wrong. The Rams were deserving. But the only problem I have is when people go back and, like, I saw a tweet earlier from Yahoo that was like, oh, the refs cost the Saints the game, and it shows the deep ball that the Saints dropped in the end zone. And I'm like, no, because where the game ended, you were at that moment. And that call didn't get made, and the Saints should. Like, the Chiefs can't say today, you guys made a call that blatantly took us out of the Super Bowl.
Right.
I think the Saints can. I think the Saints can say, you blatantly took us out of the Super Bowl with that call.
Yeah, that call just can't ever be. Yeah. And, it just makes you think about Minnesota Saints. He misses that tackle.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Like right now, while I'm angry, if I'm a Saints guy, I go right back to dude, and I'm just like, this is still all your fault.
I know. I mean, that's a terrible 2 years. Like, if I don't know that I could. Like, that's the equivalent of, I think, Kentucky knocking you out in the Elite Eight 2 years in a row. Like, you're just like on buzzer beaters, and you're just like, this is the worst thing ever.
Think about that.
Yeah.
You had Minnesota beat, and that happens
because diehard NFL fans that live it are some of the most passionate fans. That's why I went straight to Kentucky Louisville.
Yeah, because there's so much to do. And if you're an NFL fan, there's so much to do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much to talk about Monday through Saturday. There's so many. Like, you get all of the college. You can kind of keep the kids insulated from the lunatic.
Yeah.
And the lunatic can't one-on-one with the players the same way. But in the NFL, like, you have something to talk about every single day if you just like one team.
Right.
So,
and I just feel like that call is just a blatant, like, you literally not pulling your flag. I hate to use the word literally. It's a basic white girl. But I'm just, the point is you changed what should, the world today, like, that's Final Destination stuff.
Yeah,
like, that freaks me out because I'm like, this isn't how the world's supposed to be. Like, today, the world, the universe, the sports gods set up New England versus New Orleans.
Right.
Like, that was the Super Bowl you were supposed to have.
In Atlanta.
Yes. Today, that was the Super Bowl you were supposed to have, and that's not what you have. That's kind of weird. I don't know. I just that type of stuff.
That went from the Eric question. I was going to say I wanted to make sure I told everybody that there's a big thank you for the Applebee's attendance. The Louisville Lamont.
I've got to meet Louisville Lamont.
You have to meet Louisville Lamont. Louisville Lamont.
I heard Lamont. I don't know if you're listening to this, but Louisville Lamont. I heard stories about you. I've heard amazing. Just amazing
stepbrothers.
Yes, that me and you must get together soon. I'm so sorry for not being there Saturday. We will be there again.
Let me just say this, Steve. There was this moment that lasted about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Where one of the TVs that Louisville Lamont's party was not able to, he was purposely moved to that area. He was the first crew there.
Yeah.
Had like 20 people there. So I mean, he was deep, right?
That really hurts me.
Right? He was like, I'm getting here early. I'm getting the best spot. I got my peoples coming in. And just like I said, just the way it was, just the angles of all the seating, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, one of the waitresses didn't really know what they were, didn't know the right move to make with the TV directions. And it was like, oh my God, if we don't get this TV angled, we are all going to riot in here. But yeah, that got worked out. Like I said, it was 90 seconds at the most. Ended up, everybody left Applebee's feeling awesome.
Yeah.
So game-wise, and we got to work out some of the world's problems. Speaking of world's problems,
okay,
let's do that. There's 2 ways to go. You do a tease out there about what you're going to need moving forward out of the people. It was another one conversation that I didn't know if it was a full conversation, but I want to ask you, and you tell me.
Okay.
Did you by any chance catch, I think it was Fred Cowgill's tweet about the local ratings? We saw a couple local, I don't want to say competitors kind of, UK had the bigger rating.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, because Louisville was up 30 5 minutes into the game.
Listen, I've never, okay, you know me.
Yeah.
I don't get baited into pettiness arguments because I like for people to try to, when you try to smart me, right, and you try to witty me, I will let you nibble. But when I bite, I'm going to bite you really good. And I almost got
what you're talking about.
Yes, I almost got drug into that when I was going to be like, dude, it was 26-4 at the 16-minute mark. If anybody was still watching Louisville, Georgia Tech, instead of watching, are you kidding me?
My mother-in-law was over. She came over to do something, and she said, for somebody that loves sports, the way you do, you're not really into this game. I was like, I looked at it. No, I told her. I looked up. I was like, they're up 30.
Right.
I'm paying attention, but I'm up. I'm looking on Twitter. I'm doing some other stuff.
I was so listen. It took about to this 4 minutes. Okay, I usually have a norm of a beverage, right? It took usually I don't get to that beverage until the game's kind of decided. Okay, and what I mean by game decided, I know this is going to be a close game today.
Yeah.
This is going to be a rough game today. This is going to be, a good game for us today, right?
Right.
Once I decide the vibe of the game, then I will accept my normal beverage, right? It didn't take long.
No.
Before they were like, Marcus, you ready? Yes.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Right? Like
game over.
Right.
Yeah.
So then there was that element, and I'm just like, I'm looking at it, and I just want to dive in head first into the social media. Like, look at this. Like, is it?
We were up 30, and you were blowing a 20-point lead. Yeah, everybody flipped the channel to a team that didn't have their best player.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. I believe it. Everybody. Yes, I believe a lot of people flipped over and watched the.
So you're saying there's nothing overall to that. There's no trend to that. There's no bad vibe to that or anything?
No.
So you were able to easily ignore it. I mean, did it didn't get under your skin?
I mean, it always does a little bit, but you're just like, whatever.
You sure that didn't hit the glove?
Yeah,
a little
no,
bit?
I don't think so.
But yeah, okay. So TV ratings, the we're outdrawing you. There was nothing that bothered you.
No.
Yeah. Like I said, that one caught my attention. I was it almost caught my attention. Because I had so many ways. It reminded me of the thing we were talking about last week with the attendance, right?
Yeah.
It's so easy to justify, right? But I hate sounding like I'm justifying, right?
Right.
But there was one more moment where we're just like, okay, the attendance, like it was kind of still bothering me in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how much of this is just, HD life, home life, the Louisville, welcome back. And here's the thing. There's two others that didn't. Like, how many are still just, you're not going to take, remove the AD and coach.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to automatically love the next people. Like,
yeah, no, absolutely. There's a segment of people. Yeah.
How much would that account for in a Yum Center? What do you think?
Well, I mean, maybe a couple hundred. I don't know. I think that may affect more. In the
you don't think that's
area.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't think there's a lot of seat ticket fans who just say?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, probably. It's so tough to answer that. I mean, probably because I don't know where you like. I felt that way, but I'm so diehard. I don't care who's here. Okay, That's why I was so aggravated with what's happening because I'm like, you're taking advantage of me, and I don't like it, but I'm still gonna root for the team. And it's like, You know, and that's the only thing. But some people, I mean, I'm okay where some people were like, no, I'm burnt. I'm stepping out for a year or so, you know, and then we'll see. I feel you.
That's probably the biggest crowd. Just, I need a year away.
No, I don't think it's the biggest crowd. I think
no. If to account for the drop off, you think it's financial? Like, is that the biggest? People
I think it's just financial. I think it's expensive. It's expensive to go to games, and I think because here's the thing: I go to a game, I pay for tickets, okay, and then to guy that says because okay, you'll see, we'll say an average family home. We'll just say 3 people, even though I'd say 4. I think 4 is your average. Mm-hmm. We'll say 3 people. You know, even, and I hear Drew says like, well, tickets are only $6 on StubHub. Okay, all right, I'll play that game. $6 on StubHub for tickets. It's $18 plus we're going, plus after tax and fees, we're up to $30-some already. We've got to drive to Louisville. Okay, so I won't even add in gas money, but that's going to take a hit on us, gas. Okay, now we have to park. We're going to pay at least $10 for parking.
$8.
Yeah, so I'll say 10. Okay, so because if you go over to the Gold House and just pull in there in that parking garage,
like you should,
it's $10. So okay, so now I'm up to $40. Now, am I going to go in there with me, my wife, and my child, or me, you know, two kids, yeah, whoever, and not buy anything? Maybe you do. If you do, good for you. Still a $40-some, $50 trip already.
Yeah.
If you do buy something, you're up to $55, $60 something.
Yeah, I mean,
like, I hate to do it. I hate to be boring like that, but I mean, like that's why I say, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. Like, I get it. That's why I don't yell at fans like that, because I sit here and I go, yeah, I have a media pass. I have a great deal at Al-J's where I can grab me a salad if I want.
They feed you in the media room. Stop talking about that stuff. You brag.
No, I'm not bragging. I'm saying like my point is, you can look at me and say the media room is loaded with food. I can go back there and get a drink anytime during the game that I want to and not pay anything. My parking is taken care of.
Everybody gets so angry right now.
No, and they should, because my point is, you can.
Why does Steve get to be?
No, you can look at me and say, you better be at these games.
Right.
Like, so when I sit there and I go, I don't know if I feel like going there, like, get up and go. Are you kidding me? Because I understand that if I was not doing that, if Kenny Klein takes my media pass, I go to a quarter of the games I go to now. I go to the bigger games. I would do what I would. Here's what I would do. I would have went to Michigan State. I would have went to Kentucky. I would probably go to Carolina when they're here.
Once ACC hits, though, there's a lot of games you're going to.
I don't think so. No. And I try, and I do the pulse by me.
Yeah.
If I don't have season tickets, now if your season ticket holder is different, then you probably go to most of them. Okay, that's fine. I would in football.
Yeah.
Football. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, my kids use them. Or my kids, my wife. She's 8 years younger than me. She might as well be my kid.
Don't say that.
All my kids.
Right, pull that off the YouTube channel, please.
but I mean, I mean, she's legal. Not like I'm 20.
I know. Stop it.
I'm 20 years old.
Listen, abort.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, yeah, no. I mean, I go to probably 5 games. 5 or 6 games. I usually go to like a senior night because I like senior night. I always went to opening night. I like the open, and that's it. I'm sorry, dude. You can get mad at me if you want. Sorry, can I borrow your media pass?
Does the teams that are playing really good, that are balling exciting, does that change the number of games you got?
A little bit, yeah. The more
that could change. That could be a 5-game difference for all.
But also, let me throw this into you. I know this is getting nerdy. But let me throw this into you.
Let's play that.
If my team is balling, I don't know that I add more games, because now I'm going, tournament. Do I want to go to ACC tournament? Okay, I feel like they're going to get put in Columbus. So I know I'm going to want to do Columbus. Okay, to go to the tournament, you're anywhere from $200 to $500-$600 deep.
You got to pick up a side job.
I know, that's my point. So that's why I say I personally don't do the you're wrong for not going. I get it.
One more theory, and I'll move at it as quick and head to break after I drop the smoke bomb, which I hate. I hate this one. I hate this conversation, but
with all that being said, get there. Get there Thursday.
We're going to talk about that too. Smoke bomb.
Yeah.
Learned helplessness. Lady approached me at Applebee's. She says, the fact that this felt so political means if we start balling again, what's going to happen politically to the university? Is there any of that? Because like in a quiet moment, you feel like there's some outside influences.
I'll say
that
this.
affect you.
Not in my mind, because I feel like that was personal. To Tom, to Rick. I feel like that was personal.
But it wasn't growth of the Louisville program.
Governmentally, I think you gain by Louisville being good, by Louisville growing, and guys that won't, I hate to even say it like this, won't overstep too far.
See, that sounds like ceiling.
I know.
That sounds like...
Well, no, but I don't think there's a ceiling on your athletic success. Like, I don't think,
the university growth, like financial, your city deals, your Youngstown deals, you're like, you feel like there's a cap on there now? Or just regular.
Yeah, I think regular. Yeah. But I also say like I get where after what we've been through, where that's a thought in the back of your mind. Like, what's going to happen? We're going to get it rolling again, and then y'all are going to get mad. What's Chris Mack going to knock Cal one time and start bashing Kentucky all of a sudden, and now y'all are, what's the deal?
Now they're rezoning.
Where's the line?
Right. Now they're rezoning the campus in Floyd Street illegally.
Yeah.
Don't say things like that. Quick, one more commercial break. Good days, Marcus, baby. 815-939 is the number on 939 on the bill.
No, you can't borrow my media pass.
Oh,
it's the most prized possession I have right now. Like, that is serious, dude.
I know.
Like, I'm like, if my house burned down, I'm like, for the love of God, get my media pass.
Because I never know when this thing is going to...
I mean, as a kid growing up, I never thought I would have a laminated card with my face on it that allowed me to go in, free access to every game with free food. Like, I'm like, no,
this makes it ridiculous.
No, this is the golden ticket. Like, you can't get anything to Steve Rummage. I mean, of course, okay, kids, family, all that stuff. But there is nothing more valuable to me than that media pass. I'm like, dude,
I feel you.
I can go into every game for free and eat.
You can go early and eat.
Early. Do you know how
much? Hang around and talk to the coaches.
Do you know how much I enjoy going to the football games and getting there about an hour early and just eating and then walking around and like, dude, I'm like, dude, no. That's the greatest thing. That's my greatest achievement in life is that media pass.
Guys, just admit it. When you build a program, what's a foundation of non-existent morals that eventually it will self-destruct, like the University of Louisville. It will take you guys at least a decade, if not longer, to get back to the kind of stage. We're already on stage. What do you mean?
What, did you see the one above that?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Kentucky already beat the Dirty Birds. Yeah. Jesus, dude. Like, go to bed. He's a racist. He's just mad it's Martin Luther King Day.
That's the same one, too.
Yeah. He just woke up this morning. He's the same guy woke up this morning going, "Well, every black people don't go to work today."
Look,
any of them that don't want to.
Is that what you worried about today? Brian, did you get my message?
Oh, did you send me one?
To Twitter. Get that sound. It's Mac's interview. No, it's Mac's interview.
No, yeah, it's not funny. It's just so we can go home.
Yeah, this is our coach.
I'm so hungry.
encourage you to invest in sports and the piano. Try Gist Piano Center, family owned and operated since 1971.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Now at Kroger, you can earn 3 times the fuel points on hundreds of items. Be sure to look for the special tags throughout the store. You'll find favorites like Starbucks K-Cups, Oscar Mayer Bacon, Kroger brand cheese bars, and more. And you can earn 3 times the fuel points on all pet products, too. It's a great time to stock up on hot deals for you, your family, and your furry friends, and earn points for the pump. Limited time offer, restrictions apply. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
Hi, this is Scott Davenport. I'm the head basketball coach at Bellarmine University, and I want to invite you to join me every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville, talking sports. All sports, all levels. Football, basketball, baseball, thoroughbred racing, golf, you name it, everything's on the table. This show is about you and your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it.
Monday evenings from 7 to 8 on 93.9 The Ville. Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
Joining us now, he is your co-defensive coordinator at Louisville. He is your outside linebackers coach, and he is back. Court Dennison.
Appreciate you guys having me.
How optimistic are you about what you can accomplish in these last 3 weeks before the spring signing period ends?
I'm optimistic. Like I said, we sat down throughout the week, and we've evaluated, the kids, and I think the plan that we have going forward with these, in these 3 to 4 next weeks is going to be direct. It's going to be a plan that is going to enable us to be successful. Some of the coaches have had previous relationships with current high school coaches that might be having kids, and they're sending kids our way that we didn't know about, in the past. So I'm excited. I think we're going to be successful in these next 3 to 4 weeks. I know these coaches are hungry. They're driven. They've been successful recruiters. Everywhere they've been, they're able to identify talent. So I'm not worried about what we signed. Obviously, it was a lower number in December, but I think we're going to really finish strong leading up to that first Wednesday in February.
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, this is Alfonso Ribeiro.
Hi, Brett Saberhagen here.
Hey, this is Mike Modano.
Robbie Gold, NFL kicker here.
Hi, this is Jim McMahon.
Hi, I'm Joe Theismann.
Find out for yourself why Top Round is the #1 spot for the Stars when they're in Louisville. It's the best roast beef you'll find, and it's in our backyard. Tell them you listen to ESPN, and you'll get fries and a drink free with the purchase of any sandwich. Don't leave without the best custard in Louisville. It's Top Round Roast Beef, St. Matthews, Shelbyville Road.
You won't be disappointed.
This is Andrew Bosch
and Brian Erie,
owners of Bosch Lawn Care. People, the leaves are down.
It's time to get those leaves out of your yard and out of your mind. Call Bosch Lawn Care now to schedule a fall cleanup service. All fall cleanup services include leaf removal, trimming shrubbery, cleaning up fallen limbs, and cleaning out flower beds, starting at $199.
That's a tidy yard for under $200. Clear out the mess and clear the headache without clearing the bank. Call Bosch Lawn Care at 833-243-8288 or visit us online at BoschLawnCare.com. That's BAISCH LawnCare.com. Professional, affordable, Bosch Lawn Care.
Great Flood has big news for Cards fans. We are starting a limited can series of new beer called Warehouse Select, only available at our Bardstown Road tap room. On top of that, Great Flood Beer is now available at Kroger. It's a huge step for us as Louisville natives, and we are thrilled to have made the journey right here at home with you. As always, visit us at greatfloodbrewing.com and follow our story at Great Flood Beer on social media. Go Cards. That's probably enough. I will literally do this until 3 o'clock.
Hey, guy on the couch who doesn't want to move. What you gonna do when Mr. Delivery brings Yankee Noodle to you? Hey, guy at the office that promised lunch at noon. What you gonna do when Mr. Delivery brings Chewy's Tex-Mex catering to you? Hey, Dad who forgot to bring home food. What you gonna do when Mr. Delivery brings CPK straight?
That's awesome.